Forsaken, abandoned to the dark, what choice but to follow the flame?
Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 37 of our Drazhoath the Ashen Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we have come on over to do battle with the High King once more. Thorgrim has holed up in Mount Squighorn. He's in march stance. The boys are suffering a bit from the runs, and that is actually our only kind of negative that we're going to have to be dealing with. But if you see the Infernal Ironsworn of 111 leadership, so even though we're taking a -9 leadership penalty, it doesn't appear to be mattering at all. Even the Skaven are sitting at 72, which is pretty impressive for them. I think we have more than what it takes to bring down Kruzakrak. Auto-resolve agrees, but we would lose our Immortals and a squad of our Ironsworn. I disagree. As long as we can keep them away from our units, our spells will wreak so much havoc that I don't even think they could even get into melee. English. Alright then. Let's get to it. Shoot wills it. Alright, and this siege is being joined by Grey the Cat. What's up? As long as you can sit still and be good, you can... Now see, if you smack the microphone, you're gonna have to be removed with a vengeance. Alright, let's get to the battle. This is a minor settlement, so I think we'll have a good opportunity to blast them to pieces. Our magma cannons are gonna have a bit of a hard time firing in, but if we can find the weakest point, I think over here would be the best part to attack from. Magma cannons should have fairly decent line of sight. Although, I don't know. Zoom back over and find out. There's too many things in the way on this position. Actually, I take it back. This has got a huge kind of divot we could fire in from. Set the magma cannons up over on the sides so they can take full advantage. Hit almost everything. We'll scoot them up a little bit more. We'll see if they get obstructed by these two positions here. Hopefully not. Dreadquake, if anything wants to come outside of the walls, you can give them a toasty marshmallow hug. Same thing with the other Iron Demon. But we may send it around to the other side to start causing some problems. We've got a lot of troops over on this side. They can't all make it through here at the same time, so let's do some splitting up. We'll have the Demon Stung go this way. And then the Iron Demon can still roll with them. They do have a few artillery teams themselves, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Take 2 of these Ironsworn. You guys will head this direction. I quite like the Ironsworn being the outside unit there. Perfect. And then we can soften the enemy up with 2 blunderbusses and the Rattling guns rolling together. Perfect. Nice little smattering of spicy pepper. And we will put these guys all together. So I know which artillery teams are set up with which. They'll have the Gaze of a Shoot with our blunderbuss unit moving up with this other team. Lovely. Well, you probably want to pull back a little bit with all of the infantry until we soften up and find where the enemy artillery is. The boys will have to do a bit of walking. Just keeps them from getting taken out randomly by flying grudge throwers, which we may not be able to stop, honestly. I'll take all of the infantry. Now that I know where everyone is, we can set everyone up in the proper teams there. We'll have Kadai Fireborn rolling as one group. And then the Destroyer on the other side there. We can have Drazhoath and the Bull Centaur Taruk. And then our Castellan with the Metal Mage. That should work out. So we'll go Elite Infantry and then the big boys. Mage. Perfect. Alright. Bring down the High King. Okay, he's sitting over here. An interesting strategy. We'll see how it pays off for him. I'm just going to send Drazhoath directly in after this unit of Quarrelers here. Ash Storm first. Oh, free! And then we'll drop down the Bale Taurus Breath. Should be boosted up a bit. You guys move in, start ripping. Go after those Slayers there. Not a bad hit. Then we can send them through to go land in these Quarrelers in the back line there. Flames of Asgore should do really good damage. Now let's go ahead and switch sides. Nuke Launcher is destroying the Thunderbirds. That's perfect. It's our front line here. He's taking a bit of damage. The Dragon's Breath. Bring you on in. Actually, we'll scoot this guy over a bit. He's not taking free damage from those Thunderbirds there. Which, honestly, them sitting still and getting exploded is just fine by me, too. Drop down the extra metal on... Well, honestly, we can just go for the Dreadquake back here as they try to escape. That's Longbeards. Here's a two clumped up units. Give them a love tap. Okay, so they've come on out to attack our artillery because our artillery is doing goofy things. Pull them on back, bring the Taruk in to stop that nonsense. Danger Noodle switch targets. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I thought they could actually fight. Turns out they had no line of sight at all. Let's bring the boys in, and in fact, we'll have you set up on this side. Have the Immortals come in and sub to do that damage. Drazhoath's fighting Slayers. Go ahead and pull away from that nonsense. Then it is nonsense. Move in and break them. Why didn't it actually click him? Move on forward yourself there. You have come on back over. I guess he's doing battle with the Gyro Bomber, which is, I mean, perfectly fine, but I didn't actually give that attack order. Extra flame damage for all these guys. Taruk should break them easily. Get it on those Slayers, and in fact, we'll give them some extra melee tankiness there. Okay, so we have learned that the magma cannons really suffer in these style siege battles here. I'm gonna take you off fire at will, and I'm gonna keep giving proper targets. Keep moving on forward. We don't even honestly need anything on this side except for the Destroyer and the Dreadquake working in tandem. Let's have the infantry teams move up, take the point. Then we can have you two kind of set up off to the side. That'd be great. Let's do the same thing over here. So once they make it on down, because the Taruk is kind of chasing them off, you guys get on in, and we'll have the blunderbuss units. I guess moving up to take this position here, while the rattling guns can kind of fire over the top. At least that's the attempt. It's going to be the idea. Honestly, this is a perfectly good shot for the Dreadquake. Individual Quarrelers are pretty mean. Yeah, this is the perfect opportunity to drop the Dreadquake down. In fact, we'll go up north here, deal with these Slayers first. Taking a lot of damage from the said Slayers. Slow these guys up the back line here, go after the Longbeards, and we'll drop in the big booms to eliminate as many of those guys as we can there. Taking some casualties. Drazhoath, come on back through. Gotta fly over the top. Get up there, bud. Iron Demon's doing really good work. I'm going to go ahead and hit the old bonk button on the Dwarf Warriors moving up. The Immortals have finally made it on into combat. And they're taking some shots on units that are already broken. Those Kadai are doing a really good job of holding them back for a moment, keeping them chased off. This zone belongs to us now. You come on up, we'll get the guns firing on the Longbeards there. Quit shooting our boy with the Dreadquake. Yeah, they're shooting fire at a fire dwarf. I'm not sure how well they think that's going to work. The answer is, it won't. Alright, Kadai. Move in. We'll have our blunderbuss units take the, fill in the gap there. Gotta move around so you're not getting stepped on there by the towers. Miniguns move up, take this zone here. And the Farouk can move in on, not the Slayers, that'd be a bad call. Alright, anyone else want any of the Iron Drakes? We'll go ahead and get rid of them. Drop the Reforge down on the boy here. Come on away from the Longbeards. Didn't realize they made it through. Just move up and chuck those beards at them. Whoa, that was a fast movement there. Just move up and throw the explosives at them on both sides. That should quickly eliminate the unit. Go for a metal drop down on these poor lads that are being mauled by a... Oh yeah, without the armor piercing, they don't do nearly as much damage, but man, was that an overtune. You guys come back, I don't know what you're doing. Getting run down by Longbeard sounds like a bad call. Transmutation fled on everyone surrounding our lord there. I'm scared of the amount of friendly fire damage we're gonna get in, so let's go ahead and pull the Kadai through. We'll have the Taruk come in and start helping out with the Slayers. That zone belongs to us. Let's go ahead and have you guys, the two Kadai, go after the barricade there. They should come through the barricade because they're foolish. Give them the extra damage to deal with the Slayers. A couple more spicy pepper shots should deal with it, no problem though. Alright, that's goofy. No more free damage from the organ guns. You come on in and help out your lord with the dwarf warriors up front here. I am going to, that's extreme overkill. He wants to come fight the full centaur. Just fine by me, but first we'll want to explode some of these units here. Looks like he's made it down into combat. We'll send the train through. It's just Thorgrim and a few of his boys. Before you come in here and fight Thorgrim then. Rattling guns are being goofy. I'm impressed. They're actually staying up on top of the barricades. They're coming down and getting mushed. Alright, Drazhoath, let's go here and get Thorgrim himself. Some Dark Subjugation. In fact, Jim of Nar, because he's likely to be popping down all of his abilities itself. Wait some of those out there. We broke his spirits. I wonder why. There's the victory. That goes in the books there, High King. See if you can waddle away in time. Pretty doubtful. We'll just go ahead into battle there. Alright, we only actually ended up losing 10 in the entire siege there. A lot of the damage going to the magma cannons because I didn't realize they were just scooting their way on in to melee combat like fools. We'll take the win though. Drazhoath Crack is worse for the wear every single time we meet. Squighorn has fallen. I mean, if we can take them down before the end games kick off, I think we'll probably go ahead and just call the campaign one there. We have come back from pretty serious losses. So now occupy this one as a factory, and then set it up to basically boost the amount of raw materials this strip mine's making. Ah, we can't quite afford that yet. Our lack of raw materials is an issue. Okay, well, we will grab the... Actually, I think we're going to grab the shoot scales for Belgarn here. Any kind of magical missile fire. I don't trust it. Grab the spread control, although that spread control is not useful. I'll grab hard to hit. Double down. Prefer 7 additional melee defense for sure. The Black Gem of Nar, though, has been a really, really interesting item. Used more for basically throwing your Taruk or whoever you want into the middle of a fight, and then just letting all of your missile troops blast away at the area without really having to worry about friendly fire. Onward to the next conquest. Glumba has himself a Kadai Destroyer as well now, so each one of those is going to be exponentially increasing our strength. 83 lost in that fight. And Karazakarak is crumbling quickly. Ragdi gains himself a Bale Taruk. We only have a tower here, and this only actually has 2 settlements here. So let's grab a... Oh, let's grab a factory. Oh, I'm wrong. The World's Edge Archway, we will turn into an outpost then. That way we can kind of have that blended combo there. Alright, Glumba, you are an absolute monster. So let's come on in here and start working on your blue line now. Increase the amount of gold we're gaining. We have completely decimated our income with all of the new Kadai Destroyers we have rolling out on the field. Destroyers and the... I'll have to go back and find them. It's slipped my mind. Let's grab the extra powder. Perfect. So yeah, the Destroyers and all the Infernal Guard, the Ironsworn, quite a bit more expensive than the normal versions, at least in outside of Drazhoath's army. Boost block we can take up to the final tier there for the Temple Guardhouse, make sure everything is good and safe. Good rush construction for 810. I mean, fixed. And that also kind of fixes up our control issues. I have enough to go ahead and speed along Dajni Fort as well. We will not, but we could. And knowing we could is all that really matters. Let's go ahead and accept some new labor in at Gash Kadrak, because I plan on... Oh, never mind the Dolgan. Never mind. Dolgan have ruined that plan. Alright, Star Chad, it looks like Morgur is holding up in the fire mouths. We're going to need to wait till Gorth comes on over to help. I don't mind, though, trying to lure Morgur away by raiding. Instead of being sneaky, we'll just be incredibly belligerent. Smash our way through his lands. Something we should have been doing kind of from the start with the Chaos Dwarfs is being incredibly extra angry all the time. So I'm pretty sure there is an ambushing force nearby, but let's go ahead and perhaps crypt set ambush. Who do I think can survive it more? I mean, both of you are going to have a really bad time. Let's go with... Move forward a little bit. Oh, no ambush yet. Alright, Grukhog, you come on back and see if you can knock out Flub Rubber. Oh, you failed again. I guess we have you more set up for battle than to be an agent, but I mean, we'll still try it. Alright, scoot forward a little bit more. Maybe I have to rotate the map a smidge. Okay, well, at least there's no one ambushing us yet, so we may be in a good chance here. Take down Bullseye. And he retreats. Back up the hill. Okay, Callan, you scoot forward a bit. Can you reach him? You scoot forward a bit. Waddle. Let's get him. Where'd the Cathayans scramble off to? I mean, either way, we'll go ahead and give this one to the auto-resolve. We'll probably lose a good bit of our labor, but that's fine. Oh, even then, not really. 406 lost. We shall take the ransom. Victory over the ogres. And from there, we can go into ambush. I think you can catch them trying to chase off Callan there. Since the Iron Dragon will surely think he can win in a straight-up fight with them. I would think. I think our next point is going to go into the Hellforce Ordnance, get those Dreadquakes firing for a little bit longer from further away. We'll grab Iron Willed on Gromrandash himself. Woundmaker for the Bull Centaur. And then for Sabaz, we'll give him the hard hit. Increase that melee defense. That works out. And now for the battle I was really excited for, at least seeing what is going on down in NAGASHIZZAR. They even have, well, they haven't disappeared because I'm guessing they've got an army sitting inside here. Let's see how strong they are. Yeah, we're definitely declaring war. You guys are hiding in land that belongs to me. Everyone joins us. Fine. Now we choose decide the best way to kill you. I choose find the best way to kill you, good sir. Oh wow, look at this army. Poison wind mortars, rattling guns, gutter runners with poison, so he's basically got the perfect, as elite of an army as you can possibly set up. I don't know. Those poison wind mortars by themselves may be a bit too much for what we're fielding here. We mostly have Hobgoblin archers. Mutant Rat Ogre, I do believe, will lose a straight-up battle with Gorduz after all of the buffs he's got. I think we can probably do at least a good bit of damage. Especially since the reinforcements will be showing up in the back. So if we can move over fast and get set up for them, possibly waste some of these menace below summons before we actually get into the main fight, that would be just great. So at least we'll do as much damage as we can. If we must retreat, we must, but he only has these armies inside of this settlement here. It's not really like we have to worry about anyone coming on over from and attacking us from behind here. So let's get to it. Tough battle ahead, but I think we've got it. Alright, this small jump cut brought to you by a monster can deciding to pop in the middle of the recording. Save your ears. Alright, let's start deployment. They are all coming in over here. Now we have the perfect opportunity to set up and wait. You poor fools. I don't know exactly how wide they'll deploy. It looks like they'll probably just come out of this gulch here, which would just be fantastic, but you never know for sure. Could not have gone better. It'd be great if we could get a kind of geography-based one where NAGASHIZZAR was in the background. That may be a bit too much. We'll bring the rattling guns over. In fact, we'll have you go behind. The rest of these boys forward a little bit. We will have to deal with lightning dropping down. Gorduz, you run right up and jump the Grey Seer right away. We don't even need to leave anyone else over here to fight you. Just not worth it. Which is kind of funny. I'll put them in guard mode for now, and then we'll have the sneaky gits on the other side to drop that poison in. That poison is gits. I don't mind the sneaky gits getting absolutely obliterated, but I'd like them to at least be starting the fight off. The cutthroats kind of backing them up. Perfect. Normal Drazhoath warriors, come on in. I want the rattling guns to be able to fire without doing too much friendly fire damage. Then we have all the Drazhoath and the Chaos Warriors, so Drazhoath up front. Well, actually behind. Let the Horn Warriors go up front and take the damage. We'll need them to fill in when the abominations and such show up. El Cannon, you guys can just keep strafing them as they come on in. That's to be the best spot for them. Guard mode, and I'll let it be on fire at will as well. Melee troops, put even the Furies in with them. Single entities, more or less. Take you and put you on the side there. Alright, this should be one heck of a battle. Give you any... Yeah, we can drop down his melee defense. Battle begin. Get him, Gordas. They indeed need stabbing. See how fast we can bring him down. He blocks the first hit. Get him, Gordas. Where are you going? Oh, he misses the second hit. Come on, buddy. You let me down. Now, you're gonna have to join in. He's struggling a bit there. A minute before our enemies show up, so let's bring the halberdiers. Have them fill in.
Spreading destruction where chaos commands.
Perfect. Oh, they're spawning in the Skaven on top of him. That's funny. And ineffective. Unfortunately for you. We'll put Oglicons right behind. And these other two can run off to the other side here. Get a nice scattering of doom. Alright, the first Lord has been defeated, and we will definitely go ahead and await those reinforcements. You get up in the air. We'll have Gordas chase off the enemy Lord there. Finish him off with one more hit. One more bonk. Gordas having a hard time hitting people. Alright, they're going to summon some guys in on the Rattling Gun, which is a really good idea. Started summoning in some spells the second he arrived. That's some timing. That's fine. We will allow that to go down. In fact, we'll give everyone a bit more armor. He's going to ride right into those Warriors of Khorne, have a real bad day. Our Rattling Guns are going to get shut down, which is a bit annoying. You can play at that game, bud. You think you have magics? Oh no. You do not have magics. Oh, the death and destruction. It is glorious. Rattling Gun's gonna get set back up. What orders? Throw the Kadai in the back line there. Gordos, we need your troops now more than ever. We're getting a lightning. You guys fired those poison wind mortars. Let's go ahead and make sure that those don't do anything. Alright, Rattling Guns, you start doing your thing. Dealing with the Grace here would be fantastic. Doom and darkness. Drop down the hatred on everyone up frontier. Bale Taurus Breath on the poor Storm Vermin. The Mist of Doom there. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I think there's not much the rats can do except for fly on in and get taken out. Yeah, that chieftain's gone. He's not coming back. They summoned in some units behind us, which is a wee bit unfortunate. Actually, our Hobgoblin archers should defend themselves fairly well, but let's charge them on into melee there just to help them out. We'll drop down another Ash Storm here. Rattling Gun's having a hard time taking out this Grace here, but they're doing a lot of fun things to the poor man. Bring these Furies off to the side. We don't really need them. If he's going to waste the magic stopping them from moving, that's entirely fine by me. Gonna drop down the Poison Mist on the Poison Wind Mortars, give them a taste of their own medicine. Take a look and see what's going on down here. Just the sheer number of fallen rats. And if we had to fight them normally, this could have been way worse. But instead, the rats get to be slain in totality. While we cackle the whole time. Flames of Asgore. Oh, okay, the Rattling Guns are going to start firing at us. Let's go ahead and drop down the Flames of Asgore. Tell them the error of those ways. Summoning some more boys in. Asgore does into the fight. Perfect. Drop down the Armor of Contempt. Drop down some more Hobgoblins. Just continuing to click the Doom button. Go ahead and dodge the Poison Wind Mortars, a fool. Using it on a unit that can easily dodge it. I mean, yeah, you're winning. You're doing the thing. That is for sure. Oh, did they use the Warp Bomb? That wasn't a good idea. And we got another Bale Taurus Breath. We can blast in on these Gutter Runners. Roll of Power sounds good. Let's go for the Contempt. Archers, you guys all can worry about the Mutant Ogre that just walked on in. That'd be just the best. In fact, you guys get out of melee mode and fire on the Hell Pit Abomination. Same thing with the minigun. Rattling Gun, your new target is the Hell Pit. More goons. More Ash Storm. Go for the Darkened Mist on Hell Pit Abomination. Not sure why our Hell Cannon is so intent on taking down the enemy lord, but you gotta appreciate the gumption. We can't get too close to the game, we'll lag to a degree where we can't even play it. I don't know what your plan is. I think they've broken due to army losses. Yep, rats retreat. Can we defeat the Hell Pit Abomination? It goes down, I think, just in the last second there. Heroic victory. Alright, well, we'll take it. 402 loss, and the fact that we lost that many, even in that much of a lopsided terrain battle, means that we would have had a really bad time if we would have had to fight that straight up. But most of Chitterskull and, well, Scrot was obviously taken out. Little Bit Garrison is down to about half strength, but they do have their catapults and most of their range. Good news is all of the front line is pretty much gone, and there's only a few of the Plague Mortars left. Still some pretty dangerous units behind those walls, though, so we'll have to work quick to get on through. I think actually even just Kevin and Cordos could probably handle this solo as buddy cops. Let's go ahead and conscript those that the rats can join the Dalbyzar. Even have been revealed. So they have been. Interesting, we're going to replenish up, so you know what? Do we do so even after surrounding them? Oh, we can just take them with an auto-resolve. You poor fools. Medium casualties is no big deal. Yep, and this could be a lovely new tower. We stack it first, though, of course. Gather all the rats we can from the mines, and then we turn this into the tallest tower we can. NAGASHIZZAR, welcome. Looking way better than you did before. Ooh, signal fires to drop corruption. This is, or at least, increase our own corruption. Huh. That I don't want. Because all we need is to make sure that the vampiric corruption does not get too high. Once you throw in the Great Halls of NAGASHIZZAR, it gives you 50 additional vampiric corruption, so it's going to be incredibly tough to actually keep down. But giving this will give us more income, immunity to vampiric attrition for all of our armies, which actually completely negates the issues from the vampiric corruption. We just have to worry about the control. That is just fine. Masterful Architects is actually not going to be useful because it'll come in after we've already built everything here. And we are building it from scratch, so I take it back. Yeah, we can't actually afford most of that in terms of raw materials, simply because we don't have any. Yeah, that doesn't actually drop vampiric corruption, or drop... I guess we wouldn't have anything to make things less corrupt, would we? No, I actually don't see anything anywhere at all. Does it increase our own corruption? So it looks like NAGASHIZZAR is destined to be a vampire wasteland. That's entirely fine by me. Let's come on in here and grab the Lucky Lackeys and the Bloodied Bombardment. He only has the single unit of artillery. We should probably switch that out. The Furies we have. We are maxed out on artillery for now. We could probably change that, no problem though. Well, in the meantime, let's just work on his blue line then, so we're not entirely sure what I want to use the next skills on. Grab Standard Eye for sure. Just for the as needed pop 24 additional melee defense in an area. That's just an awesome ability to have. We will go ahead and grab the Despoilers then. Some more gold for us while we're moving on down to fight the Lizardmen. Gordo's can be a counter striker. Would have to grab Gutter Fighter next, get his melee attack all sorted out. With the claim of NAGASHIZZAR in such an easy manner there, we can get over here and start going after Lamia. I kind of would like to scoot on over and see if we can go in the underway across, just into their territory directly. Threaten them way sooner than they would be expecting. Alright, well it's time to get up and start doing some damage to Kislev. Bulldoze will come on in the underway. Use you as a scout. And then we will go ahead and take out the Hell Pit here. Don't mind that going to auto-resolve. We literally lost an absolute ton. We will sack this settlement. And then I don't mind this one not being exactly a tier 5, but we'll turn around and just take it up as a tower. Up to tier 3. Works for me. This at least gives us the option to have a magma cannon launcher as well as the walls. Awesome. Take a couple of these guys on out and bring them down to the Blackblood Pass. There's way too much labor here, so let's grab about 1,200 of it, kind of spread them out across the other provinces. If I end up doing the 200 a turn here, we're going to do it off camera, because it takes a ton of time just to run through and click all the buttons. You have to scroll down each time. Oh, I have an additional surplus. Put those guys in here. Not really sure where they came from. Once you sell them off, you have to go all the way back up to the top each time. Let's grab these ones up here. I can keep on purchasing some things for the end of the episode. We'll go on from there. Picks up the Wolf Taming Pins and Fang Guardhouse. That's at least more definitive than it was. I don't think Gestalton or Restilton, he can make it in March stance, but again, they would have to coordinate pretty well to do that. I don't think they'll actually, they will coordinate. That we don't have to worry about. Back over into Global. Just snagging some sneaky gets. We'll do 3 of them. Then some archers. Take up all of our global slots there. Syndraws will have you... You go after the Savage Orcs. Or we could just move up in and surround Barakvar before it's able to upgrade to tier 4. I think that's what we'll do. We may not be able to win. Surround them at the very least. Hand out the Eye of a Shoot to... looks like nothing. Oh, we can do it to our Lord. Perfect. For some siege towers and a battering ram. Because I do think we would win even on the field. As long as we can close that gap. We indeed could increase the war machines, but I would rather grab some more fire glaives. We're going to go ahead and save for them. You can move up and surround Grimdop. Win, that'd be great. Otherwise, we'll just... Yeah, perfect, that'll do. And I actually think we'll go ahead and just raise this. Be a menace. Grab ourselves a bit of raw materials, too. Yep, then we'll go ahead and march. El Saru doesn't matter so much, but we can probably start raiding in here. I just was kind of using him as a scout before we lose him. Looks good. That victory allows us to actually steal some more technology. Or I guess fail to steal some technology. We'll grab rally for you then, good sir. No one else has any skills. Let's jump around to our different heroes then. Steal some tech from Jingpo? No. No tech stolen from Jingpo. You try to wound... Oh, you can block the army? That'll do. Or he'll trip on a rock and injure his noggin. Sorry, Morden. You tried your best, I guess. Man, my heroes have been letting me down left and right. Yeah, there's another failure. Man. Well, such is the way, I guess. Go ahead and save the 1,000 raw materials we have, and then we shall end the turn. Well, I guess we have a commandment. Never mind. The Hell Pit fixed on up. Down to the Eastern Badlands as well. Yeah, we've got Dringo Rakas back under our control. That would make sense. Leave that as is, and we'll have him pull on back down south. Clan Moors is the target of Warzag's ire, likely. Bludgeon the Brain Basha. Hopefully Scarbrand can keep things under control down here. Silver Road as well. I will actually grab the repair on the Zeus one. You know what? Tribute collectors are probably a good call. Said we'd save, but money, money. Money, money. Money. And now I hate you, Serena. She wants a peace treaty for 10,000. Yes, ma'am. Two things that does not stop me from doing is bullying Castalton and raiding her lands. But she'll give me 10,000 gold for it. Nordland has confederated up. Perfect. It makes me easier. It makes it much easier to chase them all down. Life Baneblade, the Kadai Hellsmith. And then, just telling us about all our rewards. Lovely. Drazhoath, we need to get you moving quickly. Because the Skaven plague has taken its toll. Come on down here and break Birnoth. We're at turn 101, so the end times should be coming up very, very soon. We'll want to be back in time for that. They fled, okay. Well, more attrition for Drazhoath, sadly. Luckily, we can heal up the Magma Cannon and a straight-up battle, as long as we can get Belligeron over there to hand out the Reforge ability. Onward to the World's Edge. Which, easy auto-resolve. Poor fools. We will stack this up first, just for good measure. Grab some Armor of Destiny. And then we throw in an outpost. Sweet. Here, both of these items here. We'll throw in the... Excuse me. Throw in the Miner's Workshop, and then the Strip Mine. We can move through there a bit faster. This is the Dead Rock Gap. Awesome. We really need more gold. We can easily jump up in there and grab it. We'll just rush construction through for... We need to grab a little bit more. Down to the Dead Rock. I've lost it. Moved up a little bit. Okay, so now we'll speed along Zeus. Raw materials are starting to increase at a pretty good clip. As well as gold, which is awesome to see. think we'll just grab the Tribute Shrine here. Glumba and his boys need some skills. Turn that point into Tyrant. Drazhoath keeps trespassing on our well, this time it's not on purpose, but she keeps kind of wiggling around. I'm not sure if she knows what she wants to do. More goblins. And more orcs. Although instead of these guys, we can just throw in some cutthroats. 2 cutthroats and then, what, 3 archers? Just for some range. So we can threaten enemy range units at least. Oh, a camp. Let's go ahead and smush it. We've got the tools now. Rug the Feaster. And we decap the ogres and take some captives. Now we're not going to be raided anymore, at least. We'll jump into the ambush stance, see if we can catch the big bulged lad here slipping. We're talking all the smack. I can appreciate it. Do some raiding until you attrition on down to 0. And it looks like the Cathayans just ran. We're more worried about Gorth, I guess. Crobat, the Pokemon. One of my favorites of the original squad. Sack, the Amble Peak. We have hit kind of critical mass here for our armies. We'll throw this one in as a outpost. Alright, that looks good. And I'm actually gonna have Callan come on down south then. With the Dreadquake, I think he has more than what it takes to bring down the Cathayans. Really wanted to be extra juicy. We could kick out one of these orc laborers, so combine these boys up here. I keep going down the line. You combine with you. Pick these guys on out. And then join in Gruckerd. There we go. Now this is a proper fighting force. They will likely go hit Krakatoon. We are unconcerned by that weakness. Homeland is secure, so we can start getting over here to attack the lizards. Very excited to do so. We can make it across if we go to about here. Hopefully, we'll see. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Borgar will have you come on down south as well. Let's go by Kradtamen. Scouting there, Grookox. Last point into Woundmaker. There's lots of little random skill points to pass out. And conduit for you, good sir. Kradtamen, we could go for the upgrade on the Gold Sluice. I think we absolutely will. I'm gonna shout about it too, I guess. Just for good measure. Now we had some iron mines we needed to get up and running. Have to get it up to a tier 4. Tier 3. We shall get there. Throw in the gunsmith there as well. Just maximize the amount of raw materials we're making, or gun armaments we're making from there. That still gives us a defeat. The boys of Barak Var look like they're coming on over to defend to Azuf Bar.
Do you take me for a Wazzik?
A wee bit. Maybe break that one off. That's fine. We break the siege. Let's continue. We break the siege. Now we're not fleeing. We're coming on over here to try to catch Zufbar. We could attack him. It could be better to try to catch them with an ambush, though. Because we don't actually know what's in here besides these longbeards, which would be quite a threat on their own. Or Astrogoth. Can we reach Rustilton? Not quite. Well, in that case, we can just come outside in Hell Pit, go into an ambush, try to catch him. We'll have Olda's jump across the river, threaten the tower, see how Restilson responds. See about that, won't we? Oh, he's being besieged. I was like, why is he no longer able to recruit up? Maybe because the Cathayans are here. Give us a Pyrrhic victory on this one. Alright, well, we definitely want him to have the extra acceleration on the Bull Centaur. And then we'll let one of the other two be a bit more scary to flying creatures. We'll go get to the Bale Taurus. And what we will do is start up this battle, or start up the next episode with the fight between Zatan and the Western Provinces here. Fortunately, he doesn't get his Infernal Ironsworn, but we do have some lovely chaff units and some shotguns willing to throw themselves at the Cathayans for us. We're going up against a bunch of artillery teams, shotguns of their own, as well as a big stone monster. Should be a right good fight. But I'm out of time for today. I've been Space War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub phone. I'll see you on the next one.